Hello, I'm John Rushton. Being yourself, who are you? What are you? Are you a product of yourself, or are you a product of people around you? Your family, your friends, circumstances, society, the media? Just who are you? Do you ever come against a conflict with yourself? Oh, what will my mother say? What will my wife say? My brother, my boyfriend, my girlfriend? Do you ever come across all these things? You're having to juggle your emotions just to suit somebody else because they'll get upset. They can't find peace unless you do things their way. That you're not going to go anywhere because if they get upset, they're going to be moody and they're going to throw a tantrum. Is this something which your colleagues at work, oh, he did this, she did that? What's all this sort of negativity which is being spouted about? You have to be yourself, warts and all. And it's not being selfish or self-centered, it's being who you are. Because you can only be who you are. You can't be somebody else, you can't be something to somebody else, because if you are, you're being disingenuous. You have to be you, warts and all. People have to love you, warts and all. They have to love your failings as well as your fantastic and fabulous points. And we all have fabulous and fantastic points. But we have to be that person. Because if we try to be somebody else, we're going to be always failing. We're going to be failing ourselves, and we're going to be what other people want us to be, which is completely selfish and self-centered from their points of view. Now, at times we have to acquiesce and do what other people would like because it's part of the bigger picture. We can't always do what we want or what we think or I want to be this, do this. But by and large, we have to be the person we are. Because if we're not, who are we? We're going to be a sponge. We're going to have something like the chameleon effect, where I am this person to this person, I am this person to this person to somebody else, and somebody else to something to somebody else as well. And when that happens, we become everything to everybody else and nothing to ourselves. We need to be the person we are. Because if we are, we will have more self-confidence, we'll have more respect, we'll have more love, we'll have more camaraderie, and we'll have more presence. And when we have all those things, we'll exude a wonderfulness about whom we are. And people will understand when we say no, we mean no, and when we say yes, we mean yes. Because we can't sit on the fence. Life is moving whether we want to go with it or not. So we don't want to be dragged on by life or life to take it to a place where we suddenly end up when we don't want to be. We have to steer our course. And that course is not always easy. Sometimes we have storms, weather, droughts, sun, whatever. We will make it. We always do. We always come through. We always get to that point at the end. We've always got these stories to tell, oh my goodness, what happened? But we can smile and laugh about those because that's called life. We don't want to make a drama out of life. We're not a soap opera. We're not some contrived negativity from some TV serial with sort of people who are making stuff up as they go along just for the effect. We are not an effect. We are reality. We are human beings. We have a heart. We have a mind. And if we're cut, we bleed. If we're hurt, we get upset. And we don't want any of those things. We want to enjoy life the best we can. We have got to be the person we are. Not what other people think. Oh, he thinks this, she thinks that. I don't care what they think. They don't pay my bills. They don't pay my gas, my telephone, my electric, my mobile phone, my house, my food, my clothes. It matters not. I am the person I am. And people like me because they like me. And if they don't, that's fine. They don't have to like me because I don't like everybody. And I don't expect everybody to like me. But we do need to have respect. People need to respect us as we need to respect them. And sometimes it's difficult because we really dislike some people because they really grate on us. And it's really difficult at times to smile when we think, But nevertheless, we've got to move on. We can't harbour emotions, we can't harbour feelings, we can't carry on vendettas, we cannot harbour hate because that will inwardly get to us. It'll actually play havoc with our immune system, and then we'll go to pieces. We've got to have a lightness in life. We've got to feel the joy and the beauty and everything else which is going with us. We've got to be who we are. We've got to be the person, because that person who we are is going to make it. We have got to walk our pathway. We wake up with ourselves every morning. We have our thoughts to ourselves, and we cannot be somebody else's thoughts, and somebody else cannot be our thoughts. Whatever they think and feel about us, that's them. They may be right, but on the other hand, they could be totally wrong. So we have got to be the people we are, or the person we are, because if we're not, we're going to be so disjointed, we're going to be frustrated endlessly, and we're going to lose the foresight of going forward. We're going to lose the ability to see beyond the horizon, we're going to lose the ability to see the clarity of life, and we're going to lose the ability to love, because there'll always be something tying us up in knots in our stomach. We don't need that. We don't have to put up with it. We have got to be ourselves, because when we are ourselves, we are at peace with ourselves, despite the hubbub of the life and what the TV tell us and what's going to happen and what's going to go and what will happen, what might be happening. We have got to be ourselves, because the clarity of thought and decision we make will be so much better, so much leaner, and so much full of goodness that we will actually eradicate the negativity. We will see beyond the horizon. We'll see beyond the minuscule world of other people's small biased thoughts and feelings. We will be who we are. So in future, be who you are regardless of circumstances, and you will actually make the grade and you'll be a happier person.